Hello everyone! Welcome to our video presentation. Today, we'll walk you through our recently conducted webinar titled Blended Learning Models, Integrating Technology with Traditional Pedagogy. This was inspired by a seminar led by Dr. Joram Kim B. Corcuera from the University of Santo Tomas, who opened our eyes to new and innovative teaching modalities for modern-day educators. Before the actual event, a lot of planning and teamwork took place behind the scenes. We started by preparing all the preliminary materials, including the webinar poster, program flow, and resources needed next. We handled the registration process, sending out invitations, and tracking those who signed up. We made sure to follow up and confirm details to keep everything smooth. And of course, we didn't skip the rehearsal. We conducted a full dry run to check the timing, transitions, and technical setup. This helped us iron out issues early and boosted our confidence going into the actual webinar. Our group's webinar was held on May 20th, 2025 from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and was attended by 75 registered participants. The objective was simple but impactful: to help educators explore how technology and traditional teaching methods can work hand in hand through blended learning. We were honored to have Dr. Maria Conception Rimiendo as our guest speaker. She is an expert in educational technology and pedagogy, with years of experience helping teachers effectively integrate technology in their classrooms. Her valuable insights guided us through the important concepts of blended learning. Throughout the session, our speaker introduced the key components of blended learning. These included face-to-face learning, combined with online instruction, use of synchronous and asynchronous tools, emphasis on student-centered approaches, and the flexibility to adapt to different learning contexts. We also tackled different models of blended learning, such as the rotation model, the flex model, the a la carte model, and the enriched virtual model. Each model was explained with examples, benefits, and some of the challenges educators might face when applying them. One important takeaway was the idea that blended learning is not just about using tech. It's about using it wisely to make lessons more engaging, more personalized, and more accessible for students. As future elementary educators, we believe this topic is more than just relevant. It's the call of the hour. Learning about blended learning models isn't just for the sake of knowledge, but a preparation for the demands of the future. With growing class sizes, shifting schedules, and frequent class suspensions due to extreme weather here in the Philippines, we need teaching methods that are flexible, accessible, and effective. Blended learning gives us that option. It's a way to ensure that learning continues, no matter the situation, and that no learner gets left behind. There was also a short Q&A session where participants asked questions and shared their own classroom experiences. It was great to see the engagement and how eager everyone was to try new strategies in their own teaching. Now, let's talk about the feedback we gathered from the attendees. Overall, participants had a positive experience. Many said the session was informative, practical, and relevant to today's teaching challenges. They appreciated how the speaker presented the concepts clearly, supported by real-life examples and case studies that showed how blended learning works in actual classroom settings. A common highlight was the clarity of the discussion and how applicable the ideas were. Attendees said they felt more equipped and inspired to integrate blended learning into their own lessons. Of course, no webinar is perfect, and we also received suggestions for improvement. Some participants mentioned that they wished for more interactive activities to keep the session dynamic. Others suggested improving the flow and mastery of some content points for smoother delivery. And, as with most online events, there were a few technical issues, like connectivity lags, which is always a challenge when it comes to virtual learning environments. Lastly, a few recommended that we extend the session time and add more opportunities for collaboration and discussion among participants. These are very helpful suggestions, and we'll definitely keep them in mind for our future webinars. Now for our own group reflection. The success of our webinar was made possible through teamwork and clear role distribution. Each member contributed, whether in researching content, designing the presentation, speaking during the session, or managing the technical side. We also made sure to conduct dry runs to anticipate problems and ensure a smooth flow. It wasn't always easy. Being online meant dealing with possible delays, different time zones, or internet issues. But through constant communication and support, we managed to pull it off. One of the biggest lessons we learned was the importance of being flexible and supportive of one another. There were times when someone needed help with their part, and another member would willingly step in. That sense of unity truly made a difference. In terms of what we can improve, we realized the value of balancing the big picture with attention to detail. While we focused on organizing everything, there's always room to strengthen delivery, engagement, and post-event follow-up. Before we end, here's a quick sneak peek of the program flow we followed during the webinar. Again, thank you for joining us in this presentation. We hope this experience encourages more educators to embrace blended learning and continue innovating for our learners.